Donald John Trump was born in Queens, New York on June 14, 1946. His birth marked the beginning of a life that would eventually become one of the most talked about in modern history. He was the fourth of 5 children born to Fred Trump, a successful real estate developer, and Mary Ann MacLeod Trump, a Scottish immigrant. Fred Trump was known for his keen business sense and his ability to develop and manage real estate properties, a trait that would heavily influence Donald's future. Growing up in a wealthy household in Jamaica Estates, Queens, Trump enjoyed a privileged upbringing. The neighborhood was known for its affluence and exclusivity, providing young Donald with a comfortable and secure environment. His childhood home was a large, stately house that reflected the family's prosperity. His father's success in real estate would have a profound impact on his life, shaping his ambitions and business acumen. Fred Trump often took young Donald to construction sites and meetings, exposing him to the world of real estate from an early age. This early exposure instilled in him a deep understanding of the industry. From a young age, Trump displayed a competitive streak and a strong personality. He was known for his assertiveness and his desire to be the best at whatever he did. Whether it was playing sports or engaging in school activities, Donald always aimed to come out on top. He attended the New York Military Academy, a private boarding school, where he excelled in academics and athletics. The academy was known for its rigorous discipline and high standards, which helped to further shape Donald's character. He thrived in the structured environment, developing leadership skills and a sense of responsibility. The structured environment of the military school instilled in him a sense of discipline and leadership, qualities he would carry with him throughout his life. His time at the academy was marked by numerous achievements, both in the classroom and on the sports field. He was a standout student and athlete, earning the respect of his peers and instructors. After graduating from high school, Trump enrolled at Fordham University before transferring to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. Wharton was renowned for its business programs, and Donald saw it as the perfect place to hone his skills and prepare for a career in real estate. At Wharton, he studied economics and real estate, further preparing him to enter the family business. His education provided him with a solid foundation in business principles and practices, which he would later apply to his ventures. He was an attentive student, always eager to learn and absorb as much knowledge as possible. Trump's early life was marked by both privilege and a drive to succeed. He was determined to make a name for himself and to build upon the legacy of his father. His competitive nature and strong work ethic were evident from a young age, setting the stage for his future endeavors. The values he learned from his family and his experiences at military school would lay the foundation for his future endeavors in business and, eventually, politics. His upbringing instilled in him a sense of confidence and ambition, driving him to pursue his goals with relentless determination. These early experiences shaped the man who would go on to become a prominent figure in the world of real estate, entertainment, and politics. Upon graduating from the University of Pennsylvania in 1968, Donald Trump was ready to embark on a journey that would eventually make him one of the most recognizable names in real estate. His education had provided him with a solid foundation, but it was his ambition and drive that would propel him forward. Trump joined his father's company, the Trump Organization, which was already a well-established business. His father, Fred Trump, had built a reputation for constructing quality, middle-class housing in Brooklyn and Queens. Donald saw an opportunity to learn from his father's expertise while also bringing his own vision to the table. He quickly immersed himself in the world of New York real estate, learning the intricacies of the business from his father. This hands-on experience was invaluable, as it allowed him to understand the complexities of real estate development, financing, and management. Donald was not content with just following in his father's footsteps. He wanted to make a name for himself. While Fred Trump primarily focused on middle-class housing in Brooklyn and Queens, Donald had his sights set on Manhattan. He recognized the potential for high-end developments in the heart of New York City and was determined to capitalize on it. Donald had his sights set on Manhattan, a place where he believed he could make a significant impact. The allure of Manhattan's skyline and the prestige associated with owning property there were too enticing to resist. In the 1970s, Trump began acquiring and developing properties in Manhattan. This was a bold move as the city was facing financial difficulties at the time. However, Trump's confidence and strategic thinking allowed him to navigate these challenges successfully. He secured loans and tax abatements, demonstrating a keen understanding of real estate financing. His ability to negotiate favorable terms with banks and city officials was a testament to his business acumen and persuasive skills. One of his early successes was the renovation of the Commodore Hotel, which he transformed into the Grand Hyatt Hotel. This project was a turning point for Trump, as it showcased his ability to revitalize a struggling property and turn it into a profitable venture. This project established him as a major player in Manhattan real estate. The success of the Grand Hyatt Hotel not only boosted his reputation, but also provided him with the financial resources to pursue even more ambitious projects. Trump continued to expand his real estate empire throughout the 1980s. He was relentless in his pursuit of new opportunities, constantly seeking out properties that had the potential for high returns. He developed Trump Tower, a luxurious skyscraper on Fifth Avenue, which became a symbol of his success and brand. The building's opulent design and prime location made it an iconic landmark in New York City. Other notable projects during this period included Trump Plaza, a residential and commercial complex that further solidified his presence in the city. Trump International Hotel and Tower, another high-profile development, showcased his ability to create luxury accommodations that attracted affluent clientele from around the world, and numerous casinos in Atlantic City, New Jersey. These ventures into the gaming industry demonstrated Trump's willingness to diversify his investments and take risks in new markets. His aggressive expansion and high-profile projects made him a household name, setting the stage for his future endeavors in business and beyond. While building his real estate empire, Trump sought to expand his brand beyond the world of business. He ventured into the entertainment industry, purchasing the New Jersey Generals, a team in the fledgling United States Football League. The USFL ultimately folded, but Trump's involvement brought him significant media attention. In 1988, Trump purchased the Eastern Airlines shuttle, which he renamed Trump Shuttle. The airline operated routes along the East Coast, primarily serving business travelers. However, the venture proved to be financially challenging, and Trump Shuttle ultimately filed for bankruptcy. Trump's foray into the entertainment and transportation industries demonstrated his willingness to take risks and explore new ventures. While not all of his investments proved successful, they increased his visibility and further cemented his status as a celebrity businessman. As Trump navigated the ups and downs of his business ventures, he became a fixture in New York City's tabloid press. His personal life, including his high-profile marriage to Ivana Trump and subsequent divorce, provided ample fodder for gossip columns. Trump, however, understood the power of media attention and used it to his advantage. In 2004, Trump became the host and executive producer of The Apprentice, a reality television show on NBC. The show featured contestants competing for a job at the Trump Organization. The Apprentice was a ratings success, making Trump a household name and introducing him to a wider audience. Trump's catchphrase on the show, "You're fired," became instantly recognizable. The Apprentice and its spin-off, The Celebrity Apprentice, ran for 14 seasons, solidifying Trump's status as a media personality and further boosting his public profile. Throughout his career, Trump had expressed interest in politics, even hinting at presidential runs in previous years. His larger-than-life persona and frequent media appearances kept him in the public eye, and he often used this platform to voice his opinions on political matters. Whether it was through interviews, social media, or his reality TV show, Trump made sure his political views were known. He often made donations to both Democratic and Republican candidates, suggesting a pragmatic approach to political affiliations. This strategy allowed him to build relationships across the political spectrum, ensuring that he had allies regardless of which party was in power. His donations were not just about supporting candidates, they were also about gaining influence and access to key political figures. However, it was his embrace of the birther conspiracy theory which falsely claimed that President Barack Obama was not born in the United United States that signaled a shift towards a more partisan political identity. This move was calculated to appeal to a specific segment of the electorate that was skeptical of Obama and his policies. By championing this conspiracy theory, Trump positioned himself as a leader of the so-called birther movement. In 2011, Trump became a vocal proponent of the birther conspiracy theory, questioning Obama's legitimacy as president. He demanded to see Obama's birth certificate, claiming that there were doubts about his birthplace. This controversy garnered significant media attention, further elevating Trump's profile in the political arena. This stance, widely condemned as racist and baseless, nonetheless resonated with a segment of the Republican Party base who harbored resentment towards the first African-American president. Trump's willingness to voice these controversial opinions endeared him to voters who felt marginalized and ignored by the political establishment. His rhetoric tapped into a deep-seated anger and frustration that many Americans felt. Trump's willingness to court controversy and appeal to populist anger laid the groundwork for his eventual entry into the 2016 presidential race. His ability to dominate the media narrative and his knack for making headlines ensured that he remained a central figure in American politics. As he continued to build his political brand, it became clear that he was preparing for a larger role on the national stage. His business acumen, media savvy, and ability to tap into the frustrations of a segment of the electorate would prove to be a potent combination in the upcoming election. Trump's experience in the business world gave him a unique perspective on economic issues, and his media skills allowed him to communicate his message effectively. As he transitioned from businessman to candidate, Trump leveraged his strengths to build a formidable campaign that would ultimately change the course of American politics.